Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends. Today we are taking a look at a GuildSworn deck. This is not entirely my work. I've made partial and some big modifications to it. I can't remember who exactly posted it. I can't find the exact person who did it, so if you recognize your work through this deck, please leave a comment below. This deck is mid-control, and it revolves around early good trade options and late game insanity. So let's hop over it and see what this deck can do. We've got improvised weapon, we've got execute firebolt, rapid shot, green pact ambusher, excellent against those nasty imperial token decks. GuildSworn Apprentice, card drawing mechanism combined with Rapid Shot, Lozra, because we've got a lot of late game stuff. We can buff Lozra. Ravenous Hunger, Rift Thane. It can either be used as an aggro. If you're playing against something that you know can harm you in late game, you need to play aggro with this baby. And it can support aggro, depends on your draws. It's a pretty versatile deck. We've got Wardcrafter, Shrieking Harpy, Crusader's Assault for those extra card drawing, Daggerfall Mage, Doomfang Ally, Golden Initiate, Prophecy, good for Drain, Scarven Pyromancer, again getting rid of those nasty token decks, Cloudrest Illusionist, for good trades, Dawnbreaker, good against vampires and other undead stuff, Earthbone Spinner, Silence. It's the only silence that we have. We're not running any Lalu sharpshooters. Hive Defender, Morag Tongue, Nightblade to draw actions, because we have a lot, like 18 of them, and 15 prophecies, as you can see in the top right corner. Iron to get the actions back. Oh, at least one of them. All the actions are good actions, so you won't draw crap. Cast into Time to get rid of nasty stuff. Useful against Conscription and other ramp decks. Abner Thorn. Here we're going into the insanity part. We got Abner Thorn, Cradle Crush Giant to get rid of good token decks. Ice Storm again for tokens. Thadon, Duke of Mania for card drawing, and is a pretty big creature. If you buff it up and I don't know, you can use improvised weapon on it and pull off some crazy stuff. Bulgarian Giant, Grommet Margus gets rid of Conscription and other nasty spells such as Dawn's Wrath and other big clunky actions that could hinder your success. Uncano and Unstoppable Rage 3 copies, Vigilant Giant, Sow the Sill to start piling up those are those Dwemmers? Can't remember. What are they? Awakened Imperfect. Yeah, Roybots. And we've got Mirak and Vanus Galarian. Vanus Galarian is a very good card. 11 cost a bit too much, but we don't have any ramp. But 3/3 expertise, deal 3 damage, you gain 3 health and draw 3 cards. You can play this and use Rapid Shot, Firebolt, Execute, or Improvised Weapon, and you'll get your hand back. So let's hop on to some gameplay and see how this deck performs. First game, right into an Ebonheart deck. Well, we've got some decent stuff. Throwing away the Giant because it's too clunky for early game. If it's a Ebonheart control, and we shall have fun. Let's see. Let's drop Rift Thane. We're going to play aggro here. This is the intended scenario against an Ebonheart. Looks like his people needed him. Too bad. Well, moving on. Okay. So now we're playing against Ty 2000. Ty 2000 is actually a great player. Met him numerous times. Sometimes he gets me, sometimes I get him. So it's only going to be a matter of good draws, skill, and strong strategy. Right off the bat, we're facing an Velocity Assassin. Well, I'm going to risk it, even though he may summon something like a god. If I can trade a Harpy into the Velocity, that's a win for me. Tree Minder. So it's a ramp Imperial deck. Interesting. Could be a control. It's not based on tokens. Next turn we're going into full Magicka. Ooh, okay. Giant Bat. Could be a Shout Imperial deck. We shall see. Let's drop more on tongue and start drawing some cards next turn. Cast into Time. Well, a good thing we only have 2 copies of them, I think. Yeah, if I remember correctly. I'm going to drop Dawnfang Ally. And keep Lothar for later. Wilds Incarnate. Vigilant Giant. We need one more turn to drop Vigilant Giant. So Daggerfall Mage will be very useful here because we will trade in the ward. Equip Tome of Alteration on Dawnfang Ally, making it a 7/4, and we'll also equip Improvised Weapon. We drew a Cast into Time, which is excellent. We can either play Vigilant Giant or Cast into Time, so I'm dropping Lothar just in case we can play Vigilant Giant next turn. So our Dawnfang Ally survived, thanks to the Tome and thanks to the Improvised Weapon, and forced Ty 2000 to use a Cast into Time on it. I'd say we made a great move. So Lothar will get +2/+2, so we'll be able to trade into that Golden Initiate. 2 more damage to face. Ty is down to 15 HP. Piercing Javelin, probably the Giant. Yep, goodbye. Thieves will recruit. Yeah, it's a control Imperial deck. We want to keep Lothar on board. Ravenous Hunger. Oops, low battery. This will give Lothar another 2 damage. We got rid of a Night to Remember. Not the best action we wanted to remove, but seems alright. Well, here's the thing. I have an Unstoppable Rage in hand. Unfortunately, I don't have an Improvised Weapon. Otherwise, it would have been lethal. So I'll play Unstoppable Rage on the Grommet Magus. That should clear up the field lane, the shadow lane, sorry, and I'll be able to trade. Get rid of that card. Summon Ambusher, and next time we have lethal from Ancana. It's pretty hard to come back after this, even with that amount of cards that Ty has in his hand. And Lothar dead, and probably Cast into Time or Javelin under Grommet Magus. No, that's stolen his mage, a guard, and the game is over. have multiple win conditions. Cast into time, Burger Giant, you name it. This deck is very, very powerful. Let's play one more. Okay, so after previous game success, we're now fighting against a Daggerfall Covenant. So we need to be afraid of those nasty little items that may be of abundance. I can't imagine somebody playing Daggerfall Covenant without an abundance of items. Let's get rid of the Velocity Assassin. We're going to play Control now, because we can't race a Daggerfall Covenant. Not in a million years. Luckily for me, there's no good card to play for my opponent on turn 3. So I can drop whatever I want. Elusive Schemer. So this Daggerfall Covenant could be a mid to control oriented. I guess we'll see soon after. Currently we have the opportunity to start dealing some damage without sacrificing much of our hand. That's Skin Hound. And Rapid Shot probably no. Expected the Harpy to go away, but good play on that Rapid Shot and squish the Wimpy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to maintain the board, do a good trade, and draw 2 cards in the process. Of course, the field lane can be completely dead to a Scarven Pyromancer. Barrel Stalker and Doomfang Ally. It's probably a mid deck, but my opponent just didn't have the proper cards. I'll trade both just to play Thardan. I didn't want to use my Rapid Shot yet. Probably guessing that Shadow Lane will be uncontested, at least this turn. Yep, Indro Mastermind. It's a mid-control. I suspected correctly. Windkeep Spell Sword. I will draw 2 cards, Daggerfall Mage and Grommet Margus. I will hit for 6 and drop Grommet Margus. Hopefully get rid of a Lightning Bolt. No. Oh, that is very, very interesting. So my opponent is running a Daggerfall Covenant Conscription. Let's drop Ambusher in the field lane. This will provide much more pressure upon my enemy. And oh my god! Boleta's Thinkering. Who would have thought it would spawn a Dushnik to get rid of the Ambusher? And after a feat of luck comes a feat of unluck. We got a chicken. More. Oh, some angry villagers. Oh, good lord. If I get an improvised weapon, the game is over. Drawing 2 cards. Oh, improvised weapon. Well, it's pretty far-fetched that both my creatures will get removed through actions if I break runes. Daggerfall Covenant doesn't run much prophecies. So yeah, the game is over. unstoppable rage, and good night. Good game. Well, let me know in the comments what do you think about this deck. Until next time, guys, see you later. Cheers.